Hello and welcome back to
Convo with Lidio and
Hello
Roman.
and welcome back.
On
Hello,
hold,
hello,
on
hello,
hold, hold.
welcome back. Hello and welcome back to
Convo with Lidio and Roman.
Hello,
Lidio
welcome
and
back.
Roman.
Hello,
Lidio
welcome
and
back.
Roman.
Hello, welcome back. Hello, welcome again. And guys, thank you so much. You guys are stars. Like, you are great for watching, for commenting, and for the feedback that I get from you. I really appreciate it. So I'm triggered now by firstborn conversations. I just realized that most of my friends are also firstborns, like I am. So I know I told I have many siblings. That's on my father's side of my life. From my mom, I'm the firstborn, and I'm the firstborn. So I'm her firstborn daughter. But you see, my life didn't start like that. Me, I was very young. From what I remember, when you grow up and then you live with your grandparents and your cousins, everybody's in one house. That's how I also grew up. So we are all in one house, and I was one of the youngest ones. So I don't remember needing to be responsible from the get-go. And it took long after that because I still was raised with my cousins. Even after that, I think I only took my realized actually that I'm firstborn when I was about 10. And then I realized everyone's gone to their parents, and now I'm also at my mother's, and I have a sibling, but they are younger. How come there's no older siblings? And all of a sudden I have to make all of these sacrifices and taking care of somebody. It was very, very new to me, but it had started. There I realized slowly that I'm supposed to be the responsible one. So it wasn't nice, honestly. It wasn't nice. I didn't really enjoy it. But I think nobody tells you that you're firstborn, do this and this and this. I think once it clicks, or depending on how you're raised, you kind of like figure it out that you are the firstborn. All right. But there's privileges to being a firstborn, by the way. Many privileges. Let me give you an example with me and my firstborn. With my child, I even had a book. You know those books where you tick first tooth, first word, fingerprint, footprint, what clothes you were wearing when you come out of hospital. I had that book. I was ticking and updating every day. Second child has no book. He's always asking me, where's my book? And I'm thinking, oh, Jesus, there's no book. Okay. I wasn't taking care of steps. I wasn't taking care of milestones. I was now winging it because now I've got the experience of doing it for the first time with my firstborn. So obviously when you are a child who's like that, where you both your children, and because with firstborns, everybody's excited, the grandparents, the cousins, everyone is excited. So you get so much attention. I remember my niece used to drink custard, by the way. So grandmother used to make custard for her every day, mama. When you are drinking rooibos, she was drinking custard. That's what firstborns go through. The attention, everybody doesn't want you to fall down. Everybody takes care of you. Even with my firstborns, the latest clothes, they even have clothes for the next age group. Bona, we are there. Attention on everything. Okay, because you've got that excitement. Then when you are older, the nice thing about that is also that nothing happens without you. They can all come and gather here in a family meeting. But if the firstborn is not there to make the decision or to endorse or to do whatever, nothing happens. You're all going to wait until firstborn is there. I know in my family, my uncle has that privilege. If my uncle does not say yes or does not give any recommendation to anything, we wait. We go and consult, and what he advises goes. How nice is that? And then also, as the firstborn, you get to actually get the respect of your siblings. They can't call you by name. For what? They must add there's something, brother, Puti, Sisi, Ausi. They can't just call you by name. Lindsay, like, okay, my siblings don't. They just call me by name. I think there's something went wrong. But anyway, that just shows. But most, you will never. You will find that as an elder sibling, you get the privilege of being called properly, respectfully, with proper prefixes and suffixes and everything that goes with your name. Okay, so that is nice. Um, uh, but there are challenges. As soon as you're called deputy parent, there's a problem, because that means you are your parents' first model. So all their rules need to be known by you, modeled by you, upheld by you. Firstborn, you cannot break the parents' rules. You need to know better. You need to remember better. You need to teach everybody that comes after you about your parents' rules. You cannot be the one who's breaking them. If we are all playing here and we're all jumping on the bed, firstborn, you can't be jumping on the bed. You know better. You must tell the rest what to do and what not to do. You must make sure they've eaten, they've slept, they've bathed, they've done their homework, everything. But there's also the sacrifice of not being able to be a child like you want to be, because you have to show the better side, I guess, of how things are done. You have to finish school, and not with just low marks. You have to get good marks. When you get older and you get married, you have to marry the right person. You have to have children and raise them proper. You have to have the right home. You have to, everything that you do and that you carry. Remember, it goes with that respect that you're getting from your siblings and that you really want. You need to show up like that. And you're the decision maker, by the way. So for you, for your siblings and your younger cousins to respect you, they need to see that, you need to earn that, and you need to carry that with you. So, and then there's another dynamic also when you get married, say, especially when it comes to guys. When it comes to guys, it becomes a little bit difficult. Most families where there's chieftaincies and kingships and all that, as the first guy, a first child to a king, you have to be bob so that you can take over. You cannot be weak. You can't, because your siblings will come and take over your firstbornship. So you have to be up and running. Even if there's no chieftaincies, but you're the elder son, the wife that you take, a lot of people in the family will have opinions about your wife. Because why? Your wife and you are not just about you and your family. You take care of everyone. So I gave you an example with, I've got an uncle. Okay, my parents have, my mom has 6 siblings. The eldest is my uncle. My mom is the 4th. My uncle doesn't just take care of him and his family. He takes care of him, his family, his siblings' families. And now I'm a niece to him, but if I have issues in my family, he still has to step in. So for him and his wife, it's about carrying the entire family, if you understand what I mean. Now, if you are in that position and you have a son, your son and the wife that they're going to take also hold that type of honor. So you can't let your son just take wife. They have to be strong enough, because they've got to lift their game, because they're going to have to take care of everybody in the family. Now you can't take, so that's why there's a lot of opinions, and there will be a lot of stories and questions around who you take. Okay, so that becomes again a burden on the firstborn, because you just can't, it's not about who you love. We look at the quality of the type of person that you're going to take. Another thing that happens is when your parents get older, they become children. So as the firstborn child, it kind of becomes your responsibility to also take care of your parents now, not just your siblings, now your parents. You're going to be worrying about where they spend their money and how they spend their money. Yay. And our parents love to gamble and to join everything they see, society, find that they've joined society for to get a cow when they die. But now these societies are like 4 societies, like it's just a mess. So it's your time, it's your responsibility now to come and say, listen, this is how much you earn, or whether they're earning, or whether it's a grant that they're getting. This is what you need to spend, how you need to spend your money. This is how you do this. And you need to help them against other children, your siblings, that could be taking advantage of your parents, to say, can you please stop giving money to this one? Can you please stop doing this? You have to be that. You have to make sure their health is up to date. You have to make sure their well-being is up to date, where they live, where they, the people that they live around. It becomes your responsibility. In the Black culture, we don't necessarily, it's not big for us to take our parents to old age homes and all of that. We take care of our parents until the end. So when you get to a point where your parent is sick, normally we call the firstborn. What are you gonna do? Your parents is sick, and you have to take care. And at some point, you have to take them in to live with you, and so that at least, because it's your responsibility. So, yeah, I think I'm just reflecting on it, because just talking to my friends, like I said, and listening to the various responsibilities that are carrying, and then listen, and also for them to remind me that they are judging me if I'm not doing certain things, because I think I've got that thing to say, why me, But then they remind me, Sissy, if you don't do it, then who? And if you're not going to do it, we're going to judge you. You can't be. All right. So we expect you, the firstborn, to be clever. We don't want a firstborn that is. Okay. We don't want that firstborn. All right. But yeah, that's me. So hi, firstborns. How are you? I hope you are okay. And I really, really mean it. So talk to us, tell us how you are, what you're going through, what you are enjoying as a privilege, and put it on my comments there. Tell me how it's going, what you've had to do, what you've had to enjoy, Tell us when you were pulling rank and all of that. So yeah, thank you guys.